Coach, from the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Houston Texans. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Right there, 56. 24. Let's go. Bravo. 24. 56. Mike's 56. Let's get this. 50.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He'll look to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there.
They're going to look to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They'll look to throw. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Mike 59. 56. Check pass, check pass. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here we go, here we go. Hey.
To throw is Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Man, I got you.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
2nd and a yard at the 42-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
First down, San Francisco.
Let's go. Box try. 56. Check 56. Check. Ready.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Here we go. Set. 17. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Like 56.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to. Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
56. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
On 2nd and 10, Watson steps away. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Come on, 9.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off near the 34.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. 13 yards there and a Niner first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
After the sack on 1st down, Watson going up top. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 6 yards away. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Texans.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
At 24. 56.
Watson on first down. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there. Come up the ball. Check.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Gregory. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
56, Mike, 56. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here we go. Whip. 54. Check. 55. And no time.
From the gun, here's Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. 2nd and 13. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On the ready. Fellas, let's go.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now here's a first down throw that's complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Check 4. Check. Yes! Shoot. Ready, go.
2nd and 10. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play?
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Miles Boykin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing again is Watson. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Gregory. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Watson now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch twins. Watch twins. At 59. 24. That's up. 56, Mike, 56.
Watson, off play action. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime.
No. I can score.
The final shot before the break, Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offense.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Back to throw here. And he's going to go down again.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems. And this qualifies as a big problem.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can.
And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove. And what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Watson now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here. Operating from the gun, Watson. It's complete downfield out left to his running back. Give him 32 on the play.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump-off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
I got 19.
Watson now to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
56. 56.
3rd and long, it's Watson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check 3. Check your hot read. He's crashing.
On 4th down, Watson. And an alley to run. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Watson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Now Watson throwing on 3rd and long. And my goodness, another interception. Able to get there and pick it. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Hey, let's get that home. Watch quick.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It's taken to the 26. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. Another try after the first down sack. Watson sliding out of the pocket. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, 31.
Watson on first down. Going for the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A huge play there for Houston. 42 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jonathan Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing the receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Motion. 56 is the mic. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Hey, 31.
From the gun, here's Watson. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Well, partner, they're still going to have to go for it after that play. And I'm not sure that the running game is going to be a part of what they have to do on 4th down now.
From this far out, you wouldn't think so. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. 2nd and 5. He goes full extension, and he's got it. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. After the interception, here's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
All day, dog.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their fourth down play.
Here we go on fourth. Watson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
I'm coming after you. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check. 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Towards the end zone for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
56 is the Mike. Get that quarterback.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
There's that man again. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
What we got? What we got? Larry. Mike 56. Ball front. What we got? Watch the eye. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Check 24. Check 26. Check 26.
Back to throw. And an alley to run. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
56. Here we go. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Who that? Show me. 24 down, coming. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift.
One last throw here for Watson. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Niners,